Intro. Jesus. Is that cops on your end? Sounds and go.
What's up, everybody? I'm Nick Cato.
And Spencer Breland.
Welcome to Active Reload episode 10. We're back.
It's been a while.
I'm fucking praying to God
And you froze.
that Google works.
Working.
We're using Zoom. I'm on my Chromebook. We record our PlayStation podcast. I think I froze like 6-7 times.
Yeah, it was bad.
And I fucking hate it. And I don't want to buy a new computer. So if this works, I will be the happiest man alive.
And my bets will be right.
You're what?
So my bet will be right. You missed the bet because you're frozen.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That I'm not going to buy a new computer.
Yeah.
I really don't want to, man. Like, I don't computer game. I don't do any of this stuff, so it's kind of useless to me.
Lame.
But it's been a while, and last time we did this,
Oh man.
we didn't have our consoles, right?
No, we didn't.
So, as we all knew, back then I was wafting back and forth. Yeah, there's something crazy going on, like cops or
It's
something,
great
you know.
outside your
It's
house.
wild by my house, you know. But
It's-
we were wafting back and forth on the am I going to buy a Series X or not?
Yeah.
I am happy to say I could not be fucking happier
That
that I
did.
kept my pre-order. I love this console to death. I have some problems still, but it's not anything to do with the console. It is fantastic. It's just chilling right there.
Some big boy.
Fantastic console. Well, relatively, because the PS5's over there, like, towering over it.
Oh, I see it too. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Switch, you can't even see it. Oh, wait, never mind. That's because I have it in the cabinet now. Never mind. So you can't see it regardless. But Spencer, how are you enjoying? You have the X and S. How are you enjoying it?
I'm enjoying both a lot. Like, I've played my X 10 times more than the S or the PS5. The only time I ever boot up the S, I feel like streaming or stuff like that. But both are great consoles. I couldn't be more happier with the X just because I'm getting all these free upgrades. It's like, okay, I can play this game at 60 FPS, meanwhile the PS5 can't. Oh, I can just boot up the game and know I'm playing the Xbox Series X version and not have to worry about that I'm playing the Xbox One X version, the Xbox Series S version. It just plays to the best thing possible. So I am loving these consoles. They're easy to use. They're like the best bang for the buck as far as like Game Pass goes. You can't beat it, not one bit. So
They're amazing.
yeah,
I agree with everything you said. I don't. If you ask me, like, gun to my head, like, which console do I like more, PS5 or my Xbox? I still don't love the interface of the Xbox, like the dashboard. Not a big fan of the dashboard.
you're saying
of
you
it.
love the PS5 dashboard?
Hold on. I didn't say that. I like it. The PS5 feels new
Because it's
because
different.
of the dashboard and stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
The Xbox, I will say, the Xbox. I mean,
It
I
just
turn that
works.
thing on, it's just there. Like, and
Yeah.
I love it. I think it looks, looks-wise, it looks fucking 10 times better than the PS5. We're not even talking about that. I like the PS5's look, but
In 5 years from now, we're going to hate the PS5 look. It's just going to
Yeah.
be like, what were they thinking? Like,
it might be. And I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it to happen. It happens every year. They're going to announce a white Xbox Series X and be like,
Oh, yeah.
woo, that looks good. And then
then-
it would be reversed if it was the other way.
yeah.
It'd be like, oh, that black Xbox Series X looks
S.
good. They're going to get the black one. But then what are they going to do with the vent? They got to make it white then. Who knows?
Oh, yeah. They'll probably reverse it. Yin and yang type thing.
So that's what's happening. Again, just like with the PlayStation podcast, not a lot going on.
Not much at all.
But still got some things to talk about. So I guess I'll dive into my topic. What we usually do is I bring a topic, Spencer brings a topic, then we have a big overarching topic. Or if there's a big game that comes out, we'll talk about it and all that.
Just before we dive in too deep, I'm just saying we haven't.
Oh, what are we?
No, But besides what were we playing? We didn't mention Bethesda joining Xbox.
Holy shit! Okay, oh man, it's been that long since we've done this. Holy shit!
What are your thoughts? Just like real quick. Just
all right. Okay. No. I like this because I feel like our main topic's gonna be really short anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll do catch up before then. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's massive. I don't fully understand why they can't just say they're going to be exclusive. Like Phil pretty much said that about like 95%, like, but just without saying it. Like I don't understand why.
The non-MMOs will be exclusive. The MMOs, I think, will still stay like everywhere type thing. So
yeah, it's huge.
I mean, just the fact that they can spit out that kind of cash and then make it back up in like a month. They made it back in a month.
It's Microsoft. Yeah. The thing I'm worried about with this, and we talked about on the PlayStation podcast, you said Microsoft is making all the moves to take over.
Yeah.
They've proven they can't really manage very well the studios they already had.
I think that's why they're...
Are they going to manage all of these studios?
Yeah, I think that's why they're basically saying Bethesda's going to keep doing what Bethesda's going to do.
Oh, yeah.
They'll basically just say, okay, we're exclusive now, instead of going to PS5. I think they're going to let Bethesda keep running their own show because they know they can't handle it. They can't. The only thing that they will probably like adjust is like, okay, you say you're going to be ready in the fall of 2021. Well, we don't have a game for spring 2021, so we're just going to push that back. We're going to push that back so we can get like a steady lineup of games just going. And we'll just keep throwing the money towards you.
If they could get the lineup of all their studios in sync, they could have like a big game like every couple months.
Yeah, it'd be
every
like
3 months.
Once a quarter, you'd have a huge game. And
it would be amazing. My first thought when I saw this was Xbox is the home for RPG, not JRPGs, but just Western, the home for RPGs.
RPGs in general, yeah.
Because you got In Exile doing great things.
You got
Obsidian, and you got Bethesda. Like,
I mean, it's huge, and you're about to have Playground Studios doing Fable.
Yep.
So I mean,
if that goes good,
it's insane. Meanwhile, like PlayStation is like the home of the action adventure third person games. So it's just like where you go to for that. It's just So
if they can pump out the quality, and if Bethesda's quality issues can change, then it's going to be huge. And I mean, I can't get over Game Pass. And for the love of God, make Fallout New Vegas too.
Oh, dude, Jesus.
Or remaster.
Well, that's
all I want. That's all I want. Just a remaster.
So
it's fine.
I was listening to Finding Duke the other day, and one of the hosts on there just had this great idea. It's like where they just brought out like all these different teams, and it was just like, okay, this is the Fallout team now. Sure, they're like different studios still. It's just this is the Fallout team. They're gonna make the newest Fallout coming out. It's just like you have Todd Howard walk out there. You have the Obsidian guys walk out there. You have the In Exile guys walk out there, and it's just like these handful of guys. Their main focus is Fallout. I mean, that's what Microsoft likes to do. They like to develop their whole studios around like Gears of War. They even
Coalition 343.
343. I mean, that's just how Microsoft rolls. It's just they want this studio to pump out these games. Sure, that's not great for the people that work there because I mean, after you pump out 2 or 3, you want to make something new. But I mean,
I agree.
Most game developers flip flop between studios anyway, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So.
Another thing I also wanted to bring up because we're doing catch up on everything. Oh yeah, did you say what your reaction was to this?
I mean, it's just insane. Like I would have never in a million years guessed this would ever happen. I know it's one of the craziest things I've seen. Not at that amount of money. Like when you just say that amount of money, you could have bought Sony, you could have bought Nintendo for that. It's just insane the amount of money.
I know. Also, I wanted to, I guess, bring up the Halo Infinite updates. Dear God, am I excited?
Dude,
dear God, those screenshots.
It's just like pump it to my veins already. Like just bring it.
And everything Joseph Staten's saying.
Yeah.
The GOAT is back in house. Everything they're doing, Master Chief Collection.
Yeah.
Like I'm playing a new Halo 3 map.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's insane. Like whenever I saw that, I was like,
man, love it, and Halo Infinite, and I'll say this, like, everyone kind of knows me as, like, Nintendo Sony guy. Probably more Sony, just because we don't do a lot of Nintendo stuff on this. Nintendo is my favorite company, but my favorite franchise ever is Halo.
Yeah.
Halo 2 Collector's Edition, Halo 3 Collector's Edition, all this stuff on the shelf. Biggest Halo fan alive. I love it. I need this to be good. This is my most anticipated game over anything. If this is good,
I think the campaign's gonna be really good. I think the multiplayer is gonna be excellent. I'm just
gotta nail both.
It's gonna be free to play. I just know there's gonna be microtransactions or battle pass or something.
Oh, there it is, the fucking armor coatings, which we did get to debate that.
Yeah,
that was the last episode we did actually.
Yeah. So
I still stand the same on that.
Go ahead and get ready for that. But I mean, overall, I think the game's just gonna be insane. I think they're still gonna pump out the maps for free. It's just they're going to throw in that extra coating if you want the flaming armor coat or whatever. You're either going to have to like unlock it in a battle pass or pay like $10 or something like that. I don't mind, because I mean that's not affecting the gameplay of that game whatsoever. If somebody wants to pay $20 to have this like cool awesome skin, sure, whatever. I'm still going to play the game.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Spencer, everyone knows Xbox is your thing.
Oh yeah,
it's your thing. So this is more your podcast too. I'm just along for the ride, and I guess I just say welcome to the thing because I got a little more energy in me.
Yeah,
so what's your topic you want to talk about? Let's do your topic first.
I think just the fact that Xbox Game Pass is killing it. They are killing it with Game Pass. I mean, they are. Just look what just came out. So for
Sony,
frame of reference, it's April of 2021. Xbox just launched Outriders on Game Pass. You just got the whole EA Play, where basically everything came to it from EA Play. You got MLB The Show, which I'm sure Sony is pissed about.
Oh, the MLB made them do that,
yeah. So, I mean, you got a Sony exclusive that's been exclusive for like past at least 3 or 4 years, launching day and date on Xbox Game Pass.
You got for smaller.
No, go ahead.
But for smaller stuff like Killer Queen Black just came, Undertale just came.
I mean,
just things like that.
Xbox is sticking it to Sony. They're like, this is like when Shu and them like walked out and was like, oh, this is how you share games and you hand a game. This is Xbox being like, you know what? We still remember that shit, so here it is. That's your exclusive. Guess what? It's launching day and date on our console now. So,
I agree. Game Pass, as you can tell, I'm a physical game person. But you are crazy if you don't have Game Pass.
Yeah.
I'm probably the only physical Xbox Series X games I'll probably be buying is like Halo or Gears and stuff like that. Just stuff I need for the collection. Fable or Elder Scrolls, all that stuff. But Fallout. But it's such a good value, and I feel like where Sony is like, here's our exclusives we have.
Yeah.
I feel like Microsoft's like, Game Pass is our exclusive. Yeah. Here's everything. Like for me, we were talking about like what we're playing, which we haven't even gotten to yet, actually. So it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
Go ahead.
I'm playing Madden 21 with my friend Josh because of that. I'm playing NHL because of that.
Yeah.
I want to play fucking Killer Queen Black.
Yeah.
But someone who's on the other side of my screen and my friend won't play with me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus. I mean, it's kind of like, for example, like me, I would have never touched Outriders if it wasn't for Game Pass. And so far, it's... Oh, that's like, I'm not touching Returnal and everything else. But literally, I would have never touched that game. But I could just jump into it on Game Pass. It's become one of my favorite games this year, at least. I mean, of course, this year's been pretty bleak so far, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For both.
So, I mean, it's just one of them things where most of the games that come into it, probably would never touch, but in those low moments, sure, I'll jump in. And if you told me tomorrow Outriders was leaving Game Pass, I'd probably end up buying it just because I like it that much, and I'd like to play it in the future. So, I mean, that's the one benefit of Game Pass. Everybody's like, oh, Game Pass isn't making money. Game Pass isn't making money. It's like, dude, most of those developers said that their sales skyrocketed because of Game Pass. So, I mean, it's not people just jumping in and playing it and beating it and never touching it again. It's people jumping in, saying, I love this game. Let me support them and buying the game. And if you remember, Xbox, from a digital front, they get a portion of those sales. So, I mean, it's helping them too.
I still don't know about the money part of it.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. I mean, as great of a service as it is, I'm sure. But again, it's Microsoft, so it doesn't really matter if they're bleeding money.
They're at 23 million subscribers. So say, okay, now that my subscription's ended, I'm paying like $15 a month or whatever. Times 23 million by $15. If you're saying you're getting at least, I mean, heck, you're at least getting almost $300 million. Say you're getting that. You turn around the next month and pay these developers, whoever, for new deals to come to Game Pass. So say you spend 200 million of that, you're getting 100 million in profit, and then you're also getting the sales that come from that. So I mean, they're making money. I mean, it may not be like a huge amount, but it's definitely something.
Yeah, it's a great service, and it's a great strategy to say, hey, this is probably like the new way we play as games are getting more expensive. And that's where, with the Bethesda thing, where I feel like they could double dip. Yeah. Like, because we were talking about MLB The Show. Yeah. It shows how good of a value. It's like, hey, you could buy MLB The Show for $70. Yeah. Or just get it on Game Pass. Or for, example, new Elder Scrolls or Fallout or something. Well, you could spend $70 on it, or 60, because I think it's only Sony exclusives.
Yeah, I was going to say on
$70.
PlayStation, if you buy MLB The Show, I think it's
$70. It is, because it's the Sony Studios.
Yeah, but then if you buy it on Xbox, I think it's 60.
It's game. Yeah,
or Game Pass, or $60. I mean, it's cheap.
Or just have Game Pass. Yeah. And if they do that with the Bethesda games, they'll get all of the PlayStation money too. Yeah. And they'll just show gamers, or maybe on the fence, maybe their friends like, hey, I spent $70 on it, and then like the Xbox person's like, I just did my $15 a month. Yeah, that's fine. And they're dropping the price. They're dropping gold for free games. Yeah, needing it. So that, and I mean, a lot of good stuff. Game Pass is incredible.
And you got xCloud now if you're Ultimate, whatever. So
coming to iPhone soon. We'll see. I'll try it out.
I'm in the beta, but I've still yet to try it yet. I just haven't had a chance.
Yeah, I'm just not the biggest, not the biggest on-the-go gamer, but I'll for sure give it a try. Yeah. Yeah. I guess my topic. Yep. There is a demo of Tunic recently, if you remember Tunic.
Yeah, with the little fox.
Well, yeah, it looks so good. I cannot wait. This game coming out? I hope this year. Praying to God this year. Yeah. Because it's like
Zelda, but...
Yeah, like a old school Zelda, and the music, the ambiance, the graphics, the gameplay. Yeah. It looks so amazing. And I cannot get enough of this game. So I just had to bring it up, because I feel like it's almost a game that, when it was announced, people were like, oh shit.
Yeah, this looks
But then everyone forgot about it. Because we haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was announced in 2018, I think. Yeah. I think it was. So all of a sudden I'm on YouTube, and all of a sudden Tunic demo gameplay. I was like, wait, what? On PC, and I turn on. Holy crap. This looks incredible. Even the animation, like when you chop the bush, like the way... Oh my god. I can't wait for this game. I know everyone will make fun of me for Nick wants to play the indies. I can't fucking wait.
I mean, heck. That's one of the games I'm looking forward to, especially like a smaller game, but... I mean, I'm just looking forward to like the future Xbox, because, I mean, there's talks of a deal between Konami, or not.
Yes, with Metal Gear.
Yeah. So there's Nintendo's been popping in the back of the shelf with everything. So there's something
going on.
Yeah. So
we'll probably know 2 months from now around E3.
Yeah.
Or we'll know nothing.
Phil Spencer's sitting there like, what can I put on my shelf today in this video?
God,
Who can I buy today?
I hate the shelf thing.
I
Everyone's
love it.
overanalyzing everything. The guy's gonna have like a donut on his desk, be like, "They're making a Simpsons game." Oh shit!
Yes!
Oh my god!
Simpsons Hit and Run 2, a remaster.
Oh, Lord.
Oh dear God, those games
So, yeah.
skyrocketed too. Like the price of them, like
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah. But,
So I spent so much money on PS3 games
what's so
recently.
bad is like if you look at like Xbox 360 and like the same exact games that are on Xbox 360 that's on PS3.
Oh, they're cheap as fuck.
Yeah, they're cheap, and then you look at PS3
Oh, no.
and it's like.
So coming from someone who's I guess I'll call myself a video game collector a little bit. That's fine. I'll give myself that title.
Amateur video game collector.
Yeah. I only collect the titles that I give a shit about. Like I'm never gonna buy games I don't care.
Yeah.
But if you just want to get started for cheap, OG Xbox and 360 are
they're like
cheap as dirt.
Then cheap.
Yeah. So that's where to start. And there's a lot of great games in both of those systems. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's an expensive hobby. I'm learning. I've dropped so much money in a little bit
yes.
of time.
Yes. I have, though, as you were talking. So I guess I'll spoil one of my next little game haul videos I did on my little side channel. I did buy into the Nexus.
Oh, so you did? Like, did you applied, or did you just went ahead and bought it?
I found a different one. So I splurged a little bit. I bought that, and I bought F-Zero GX. I bit the bullet because I need it. Yeah. I lost my copy, and it made me sick.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I bought Sly Cooper Collection. I still didn't.
Ooh.
Yeah. I didn't buy Sly
How
Cooper.
much was that on the PS3 store?
Oh, I didn't look, but I'm sure it's not as much as I paid.
I can Sly Collection.
Yeah.
This mother effer, and I don't know why I said effer because I've been saying the F word the whole podcast, but you know how like when you wish list something, they can like send you deals.
Yeah.
I was watching the Sly Cooper one. It was $75 for the Sly Cooper collection. This piece of shit's like, hey, 70 for it, and I'm like, fuck you. No way I'm doing that. I own the Slys. I mean, the only reason why I'd want the HD collection for them is because you can change the camera controls on the first two games.
Yeah.
Because they have the inverted side camera on the first two games, and you can't change it. It's like almost unplayable for me. So that's worth it alone.
Yeah, the first time I ever played Sly, I think was like with you or something, and I just like fell in love with that series. It's insane.
Yeah, if you want to hear more about that, listen to our PlayStation podcast where I went on my rant about how they should bring Sly Cooper back. But
it's a missed opportunity. But yeah.
Oh my god, it is. But I've noticed something though. Before we get to the main topic, I have not frozen one time.
Yeah, look at
we've been going strong, man. Google using their own products well, man. It's almost like Zoom is terrible.
They may be limiting Zoom. You never know.
I know they might be. This might be saving me a couple $100.
Hey, look at
I won't have to buy a computer. Thank fucking God. But we'll see how this podcast goes.
You can buy some other games instead now. Yeah,
I can just buy Sly Collection for that price and Ratchet. So, moving on to the main topic. We talked about half of it already. We talked about how amazing Game Pass is. Yeah. What a great deal it is. But the one thing that the Series X and how much we love it, how much we love Game Pass, when and do they need an actual Series X exclusive game? Like with PlayStation, and what I mean by this is, Sony had, they have Demon's Souls. They have Returnal coming. They have Ratchet. When do they? There is still not a game that I can't play. I couldn't have played on the Xbox.
All right, look to your left. I'm assuming it's your left because I think you're right.
Are there?
Yeah.
Yes, but that is so far away from now.
Well, I mean,
that I think
that's going to be their first one, and then after that, it's going to be. Boom, boom, boom,
I hope that is crazy to me. They were going to go an entire calendar year, and there's not a game that's exclusive that uses to the full capabilities. The Series X.
Because I think just jumping back into like the whole PlayStation, I think Returnal is a lot smaller game than they're letting on. It's not their typical blockbuster like God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn. It's going to be a great game, needless to say. I mean, it's a PlayStation exclusive. They're going to make sure it's top of the line quality type coming out.
From the previews, it's like full use of the spatial audio, full use of the DualSense, like all of that.
To me, being as procedurally generated, I mean, I'm just having No Man's Sky flashbacks. No offense, No Man's Sky. They turned the game around, but it's not one of their handcrafted like exclusives. Now, I think being COVID was a thing, that's basically gonna be. I would be shocked if Horizon got pushed to spring of 2022.
So yeah, that and Ratchet.
Yeah, I mean, Ratchet's a smaller game too.
But it's a game, and what I mean by that, not necessarily how long it is, like. Ratchet and Clank cannot run on a PlayStation 4 Pro because of all the loading stuff. It's not possible. They said the developers themselves have said. Did you see the loading in that game?
I mean, it looks great.
They can't do that.
They could make it run. It would just be terrible.
All right. Yes. Well, that's what I mean. So what I'm saying is, when is it going to be apparent that it's like, all right, we need to actually give people like a legit reason to get a Series X? Because honestly, as great as Game Pass is and everything, I really think besides like, hey, your game loads faster, and I don't mean loading like Ratchet where it's like loading, I just mean like the game booting up.
Yeah.
Besides that, I think you get the same experience on Xbox One X as you would in this right now, besides the very few games that do like 120 frames, which a lot of people don't even have something capable of doing that.
I don't have a TV, but I got a monitor that should be able to do it. So.
Which we can actually talk about that after this monitor, because I made my decision. But
I mean, I don't think you want to see. I mean, even from both of them. I mean, 'cause look at Horizon. I mean, that's going to be on PS4. I mean,
exactly.
They're just lucky that they got these studios that can pump out these smaller games, and they're like, oh, it's PS5. I
don't know.
PS5. I mean,
you want to talk about bargain of the lifetime is buying Insomniac.
Oh yeah,
because they're like riding Insomniac.
Yeah, I mean,
they already got 2 games
coming out. Yeah, I mean, heck, and then we could probably see like Spider-Man 2 or whatever, probably at the fall of next year or something like that. But I think Microsoft, I mean, they bought so much stuff recently. It's just, when is it hitting? Like, when is it going to start hitting? I mean, it's been like at least a year or two since they bought Obsidian. I mean, I don't remember exactly the year, but
when
I mean, when is the first exclusive going to hit that's like, oh my god, this is finally it's paying off, like, type thing.
And even with Halo, you were saying that's going to be on Xbox One.
Yeah, I mean,
mind-boggling why they do that. But you got, all these games announced, Avowed. Yeah. When's that going to actually become a thing? Then you got when's it like 3 years from now, 2 years from now, like. So I think E3 will tell us a lot.
Yeah.
This year.
I'm a little worried about E3 this year, just because the whole COVID previous year. It's like, okay, it'll
be better.
It's gonna be the year of delays, or it's gonna be like the year of something actually happening. We'll find out. So.
Which will react to all of them, don't worry.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Well,
especially now that I found that I don't freeze. Whew.
Yeah. And who knows, you may be up here for...
I know. Maybe I'll be sitting right there. I'll sit on the treadmill.
And who knows, Walt may be right.
I know, that would be funny. But yeah, that was my thought because of how great Game Pass is. Like, eventually, when are you going to need...
Yeah, I think that's why they're relying
on Xbox Series X.
Why they're relying on these, like, big third-party purchases where it's... I mean, not purchases, but, like, as far as their exclusives, like, launching day and date on Xbox Series X or... I mean, that's what they're going to be... I mean, even at PlayStation right now, I think that's what they're going to be relying on the most to get them through. Because, I mean, if you go...
Fantasy 15 or 16, all that stuff.
If you go back and look at PS4, I remember, like, a year or two where there was nothing coming out
on
PS4. It was, like, just barren. Like, there's nothing happening. So, I mean...
And then all of a sudden it hit, and it was like...
It was just nonstop till the end of the console. So, I mean, I think that's where we're at right now. Give it a year, and I think... I mean, I feel like I said this last time with Xbox, but I really do mean it this time because Xbox has no excuse. They have like 20 more studios than they had before. So, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. So.
Oh yeah, the other game that I haven't even fucking thought of when we're bringing up all these. What's going on with Hellblade 2?
That's what I was thinking.
They showed
I thought
off. I
about
didn't
it.
even.
It's like that was like my most
showed it off.
anticipated game. It's like, dude, this like I got into that soundtrack after listening to that song. That's like a whole like badass like band if you ever need to listen to it. But it's like, dude, that's like a game to look at. And I feel like Ninja Theory's been talking about is it Project Mara or something like that? They've been talking about that more than they have Hellblade 2. It's like Hellblade 2 would probably be one that they could pump out and get out pretty quickly because nobody expects it to be like a 20, 30 hour experience. They're expecting like a 8 to 12 hours and you're done. So, I mean, I don't want to rush the game, but I mean, where is it? I mean, if we don't see it at E3 this year...
At least let us know.
Yeah, it's like, okay, there's something wrong with this game type thing, or either they're more focused on these experimental projects where they're remaking an office space or home or whatever, and so...
Yeah, that was my topic. I don't know. Or that was the main topic to talk about. Yeah. We'll see. Next week... Hopefully we have more to talk about. Who knows? I don't... unlike Sony, who's got Returnal coming out, I don't really know if there's anything crazy going on in the world of Xbox this week.
Do you
know of anything?
No, Indiana Jones thing, too. I mean, part of the Bethesda thing. But
that's true.
Maybe it'll be Xbox Spider-Man. We'll see.
Yeah. Either way, we'll think of something to talk about next week. So, do you have anything else? Any parting words?
No, I'm surprised you did not freeze up.
Dude, and you know what's crazy? Not just the freezing.
Yeah.
But remember how I was saying on the podcast before we started recording the PlayStation one, we were using Zoom. I was like, yeah, I see you, but you're like all blurry. And
yeah.
Dude, it's been crystal clear the whole fucking time.
That's amazing.
Let's rejoice. The first time I'm not using my ex-roommate's computer.
Yeah, you're in your
I didn't freeze the whole time.
Actual place with your soon-to-be wife. So
my beautiful man cave.
Yeah.
Right here, yes.
So
which, funny enough, if you look at just from this view, you'd think I'm a big Xbox guy because of the Halo poster and all that stuff. Yeah. My head blocks the Spider-Man PS4 a little bit.
The Halo poster, but I see the Spider-Man PS4. I see all the PlayStation 4 games. I see the PS5 games to the left of it.
There's only Xbox.
And then if you go down, I can tell the PS2 is also underneath the PS4 games.
Yeah.
So how... want to say, where are those games to the left of the PS2? Is it Switch or...
To the left of the PS2?
Yeah.
Look right there. So this shelf right here that the PlayStation and the Genesis is on. This is PlayStation and Sega Genesis games.
Yeah.
Then on this shelf is
Xbox and
Nintendo. But who knows? Maybe I'll do a game tour room. But actually, before we go, because I'm not freezing.
Okay.
We're talking about 120 frames, all that stuff. Monitor, TV, all that stuff.
Yep.
I've made my choice.
Look at you.
I'm going to get the HDMI 2.1 TV.
Ooh.
Not the monitor. Not just because the HDMI 2.1 monitors are going to be like
crazy expensive.
$1,500 and this one's only $600.
Yeah.
But I realized that the monitor is everything that I don't stand for with video games. So let me
go through that.
Walk you through this. I have a 1080p 144 hertz monitor that I was playing 120 frames on.
Yeah.
And one of my friends came over and they were like, "Oh, I love Madden, we'll play." And I was like, "Yeah, I can't really, you got to like find a chair and we got to share this small thing." A monitor is such a one-person experience.
I mean,
and for me, I consider video games, social.
Yeah.
And a big TV is good for single-player games and stuff too. So, and the other thing, honestly, the jump from 30 to 60 frames is like mind-blowing.
Yeah, and then 60 to 120 is kind of hard to see. Yeah.
I can notice it when I'm playing Halo.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know how much of that is just because of the smaller screen and I'm just more lasered in, or the bigger one. But I'm going to go with I forgot the hell what it is, the nano cell thing.
Yeah.
It checks all the boxes on the Series X to do everything. The Dolby Vision, 120 frames, all that crap. and it's got 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, so I don't have to.
Yeah, that's
swear to God,
part of
it's so annoying doing that. But yeah, the fun little thing. Figured because I remember the last time we recorded, I was sitting there. Do I want this? Do I want that? Do I want the monitor on TV? Got my whole life figured out now. We're good. Everything's all good.
That's amazing.
All right. Thank you all for listening.
Yeah.
It was. It didn't freeze the whole time. This is more exciting to me than anything. I don't have to buy a computer. All right, guys.
Money.
Let us know in the comments below what your thoughts of Game Pass. Do they need an exclusive? All that stuff. And who knows? Yeah. I don't know. Subscribe if you want.
And subscribe to Game Pass while you're at it.
Yes. Best value in gaming. So until next time, guys, thank you for watching. See ya.
See ya. All right. Outriding play. That's amazing.